Hey guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, nowadays I'm watching various videos about forceful exits in Indian IT company under certain cover like resignation, termination, like so many things. I don't want to go into details. But how did it reach so bad in this situation? Although it is growing a lot, then why it's happening like this? So guys, this is something I want to tell you. You may think that it's be because of AI automation. Yes, it's true up to certain extent, but is that the only cause or there's something more about it? So I'm going to tell you why it has reached to this and what's the future. So you need to make sure you watch this video till the end, and then you tell me if I was correct or if I'm wrong, and also anything that you think about this. So guys, just a slight introduction. I have over 18 years of experience in IT, working for various organizations across various domains, across multiple geographies. So I have extensive experience in this industry, and so we need to go into late 90s. Okay, so it all started in late 90s. I'll tell you how it's related. In late 90s, many of you youngsters would not have seen that time, but someone like me, experienced, has seen those days. It was a time when IT was really booming. Okay, internet was booming in India and across the world. That was the time when organizations were actually finding out what was internet. Like things were getting computerized, be it railway ticket booking, be it bus ticket booking. Things were slightly moving into this from manual to automation. That was the moment when it was triggering. Okay. Then there was a problem of Y2K. Many of you probably don't know, but that was a landmark in the growth of Indian IT industry because whole world was struggling with this Y2K, and Indian IT professionals actually worked day and night and brought the world out of this problem, and that brought the very good name for Indian IT professional. During the same time, the speed of internet networking, this speed was growing. That means it was very easy to communicate across geographies. And in India, uh, engineering colleges and other educational institutions were also mushrooming. Okay. So all in all, there was a perfect combination for growth in IT because organizations after Y2K specifically had understood the service potential. Mind this word, service potential of young professionals in India who can communicate in English, and they can even adapt to other languages too, and are ready to work in any time zone. So someone who is operating from India is using internet is much less expensive I'm sorry, than someone doing the same thing inside the USA. Same thing for other European countries too. So that was the time when offshore on-site model actually ballooned, I would say. Projects, development projects, support projects, especially support projects, call centers, all of those from American companies, European companies started coming to India. Okay. Now, as I said, this was the time when internet speed was increasing, so communication was improved a lot, and people were available in any time zone, and even the companies over there were making the profit. Now, what was the role of these IT companies? These IT companies' role was to automate the process, simplify the process, solve the problem of their clients. I mean, help them in IT growth. And because of adaptability to internet, people moving towards internet, almost all organizations were eyeing for their website. Okay. Many times they had nothing during those days in website, just some basic information, but organizations were going for websites. Everyone wanted their website. So, and that time there were no automated tools. So Initially, people were using like .NET server or Java server or something, like all manual work to get a website up and running. Now we have various tools. We can get a website up and running in just few clicks, but it wasn't so during those days. So that was the time when they needed, because all companies were moving to online mode for various things. That was the time they needed like IT professionals in abundance. And that was the reason that even for engineering graduates, BTech or BE, you say, regardless of the branch they study, they were being picked up in IT industry. Okay. You must have seen like many IT companies, when they go for campus recruitments in India, they don't consider branch. They allow all branches because they know they can train these people. And it all started during those days. As we had seen. So those companies, like as they started picking up the people, now all of a sudden campus placements across various colleges in India was skyrocketed. Something that used to be done in double digits overnight shot up in 3 digits and even in 4 digits for large universities in late 2010, I would say, around that era. I have seen that. I have seen like now I was also selected in one of these campus selections many years ago, okay, 18 years ago. So I know all that. So the growth happened. Now, when these people joined the organizations, okay, that time there was a need for development and automation testing, but there was a larger need for support also, admin roles. So that's why we had level 3 support, level 2 support, where these massive workforce was getting utilized. Okay, now coming to now how this situation triggered later on. Over the time, as I said, that automated tools, those were being developed, became more and more efficient, that they started replacing the developers, those who developed them. For example, like if you want to design a website, you no longer need to write .NET code anymore. You can use simple tools to design, graphic tools to design yourself. Somebody has designed that graphic tool, right? And what that graphic tool is doing, it's writing code in the backend, but you're not seeing it. But it's happening behind the scene. So it started replacing the developers, like less work was required. Even for automation testing and all other kind of performance testing, load testing, lot of tools were devised that could do the stuff. Even for admin jobs, I have worked in production support too, I have seen. So there was always like an initiative to automate tasks, like you have to delete the logs. Okay, that could be a script that may run something like this, things run. Okay, it was still going smooth. Then came another concept that started, or that provided the base for today's layoff. Okay, how it was, what it was. In between 2010 and 2015, it was cloud computing. Because organizations saw that such a massive workforce that have been inducted into the IT industry, they were still spending a lot. And now, after improving the process and streamlining their business activities, they needed some to reduce their costs. That's the place when cloud computing came into the picture, and that also had some impact, because now lot of jobs were shifted. For an organization, they don't have to host a data center anymore, so they don't need so many people in IT. They can just use a cloud platform, and then in order to maintain security and other things, it's totally up to them. We have like large cloud platforms nowadays, Amazon Web Service and many others, cloud, Oracle, Google Cloud, everywhere we have, right? And all this was possible with the increase in the internet speed. Now even large data transfer to and from data center was possible because of this high internet speed. Okay, and scalability, adaptability, downgradeness, everything was applicable at just a few clicks, which wasn't possible when you have a physical data center. Even data backup, security patching, you name it, all these IT concepts. So this was the time when actually things started going away. But still, like, it was certain organizations, or you can say cloud platform providers, they were seeing um gain in business, and that means more hiring. But over the time, even they devised the tools that even maintaining cloud infrastructure started getting easy with the new tools, new automation, and and that's where the major impact comes: AI, artificial intelligence. It's not a new topic; it was there before, but the way it emerged after cloud was the actual reason that now even further hit was done. Now, when we studied in our schools, we were taught that computer does not have its own mind. It cannot think. You program it and it's just gonna follow. But this was the first time in AI computer can think also. It can be analytical. It can do the things on its own, and that's where the difference came. Over the time, and very quickly, it started learning. Now AI is part of all the teams. AI has become part of for all the teams. The cost is very less, doesn't need any holidays, doesn't need any benefits, and can do the job efficiently. So now for a particular piece of program, if you need like a week to write, AI can write in a minute. So what's the job reduced to? Reviewer. Okay. So that's where you see the circle. Y2K, boom in the industry, lot of people joined, cloud computing, degradation, and then AI. So that's how the whole circle has hit. Okay. Now, I think now you guys are aware that why all of a sudden things are going bad. Now, because of AI, because AI can think. So that means organizations don't need such experienced employees, because they are not gonna write any rocket science code, right? In IT industry, it's gonna be like simple programs that, or complicated whatever, AI can also do, and they just need reviewers. So they don't need so many. They still need experienced professional, no doubt, but they don't need up to the extent that they would without AI. So that's why people are getting off. The major reason. So it's all because of a cycle, and it's not it. I'm not saying that this is the end of IT industry, or you should not to join IT industry. You should, but have AI skills. If you can be an AI developer, reviewer, you have your future in front of you. But just based on admin tasks, don't go for it. It will be very difficult. Like, no one is required nowadays to type data in Excel. AI can do it. Just an image needs to be uploaded. Done. Boom. It's so powerful now. So that's what guys I informed you. Now my whole analysis is in front of you. Let me know what you feel about it. Thanks for watching this. Please subscribe to the channel.